This is my, well, second test of this. I'm just going to show you this. I did give it a quick test just there. Mains, UK. I think they do, as I know, 110 volts if you're in the USA. 50, 60 hertz. So it's AC, 60 revs per minute, 14 watts it says, gearbox motor. There's a number there. Whoops. So it has a biggish circlip here with a bit of a notch sort of out of it there. I presume you could remove, I wouldn't recommend that. And basically what I've got here, I've got live going to this top one and neutral going to this middle one. Now if I put live on there, it would turn the other way towards going to turn here. But what I'd show you is the vibration of being AC. We might expect that. Let's see if it does 50 hertz, because that's what I'm on. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is exaggerated because it's just on a loose surface. Let me grab it. Let me press down on this surface. I'm trying to press, but then really touch it much more than that because our main's going in here. But to get an idea of the noise levels there, that is 60. It's quite quick, quite well what we call smartish. I'll move it over to this one. Turn the power off before really move it, because it was making more noise on this side. We'll move it about. I would strongly suggest you want earth connecting to this. That's grossly exaggerated. Being careful here. I can feel that in my hand, humming almost, like vibration hum, yeah, probably 50 hertz hum. So there's the wiring. As I say, if I put the live on the other terminal there, keeping the neutral in the middle, it should turn the other way. I haven't tried that. Capacitor, I think there does have a marking on that capacitor, if that's what it is. I don't know if we can see that, it's very faint. Let me stand it on its end, if I can let me turn it off first. So I've just got plugged in, there's a 5 amp fuse in there, so it's quite a low amp fuse. Let's try it this way up. Just depends where I put on here. This is obviously resonating to a certain extent to make it sound louder. I'm not 100, I mean, I did grab this and it's quite powerful, but I can't say how powerful it is. I'm hoping that this is actual physical gear reduction, not using electrics to get it at 60, is it 60 revs a minute. Yep, 60 revs a minute. I'd say 0.33 capacitors suggest there. It's got some markings on there. I'll put a link on this video to where I got the wiring from. So let's see which way it's turning at the moment. That is with the wire at the front. So it's turning what I would say is clockwise, viewing direct from the shaft there. Get an idea of the speed, hopefully. I did pop this, it does have a, it's 7mm this shaft. It's a D-shaped shaft. I did put this screw in, but there was no nut on, so it's just falling out. In the hole, there's a hole there. You can see the hole in the shaft. I don't think that's threaded. I think it is just a hole. I don't believe it's shredded. It might be threaded, sorry. So you get the D shape there. Bit of a D shape. Okay, I think these three bumps are, maybe you can take this out of this sort of casing here, this black casing, and put this actually flat on something, and this might stop it rotating. There's three bumps on there. Let's see that biggish clip, which I'm not going to remove. What I'll do is I'll swap this wire over. Let me feel that. Very, very slightly warm, I would say. Hardly any warmth at all. I'll swap that live over and I'll put it on the back end. Remembering this is turning clockwise when looking at it. So far as I know, these are termed as synchronous motors. When they say synchronous, I think they mean synchronized with the AC frequency, which is 50 Hz here in the UK. If you're in America, I believe it's 60. And this is 220 volt. I think it's 110 volts in America AC. Generally speaking, that is. So that is turning definitely clockwise. I'll swap that wire over. Okay, now I've got the hot wire, the live wire, what we know as in UK, over towards the back of the motor in that terminal. Neutral's still in the middle. Plug it in. I've had it unplugged while I've been wiring it. Obviously, still got the 5 amp fuse in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, and it's turning, as you see there, anti-clockwise now. See the vibration. So it is possible, if you look at this video, they put a switch on, and you just can put a like two-way switch on to change one wire over from one to the other. And well, I have one wire going in, do you get me how to say this, that or the wire going in that terminal, or the wire coming in that terminal with a two-way switch. So then you can have it forward and backwards on a switch quite easy. Very slightly warm, and remembering this is cool, this surface. This is certainly a bit warmer, a few more degrees. And remembering there's no like torque on that really. It's just a motor by itself. There's no like, it's not having to do any work, not any major work. Let's do that again. So we get a little bit of a kick there, I think, when it comes on, or certainly when it goes off. just a bit of a judder there. So it does have some like weight inside. I cannot turn this. Well, I haven't tried with the screwing to give me a bit more leverage. Make sure I am unplugged yet. That's a 3mm bolt, and that goes in that hole quite easily. I don't think, as I say, I don't think there's any threads on this. Just a second. Yeah, I can turn it, but it's quite hard to do. And it feels like there are definite cogs in there. Or if it's not cogs, it's extremely powerful magnets. I don't know if this is permanent magnet or coiled, like electromagnets or what. I want this to try on a shredder for shredding up plastic for 3D printing. That's what I got this for. I think the speed is okay, and I can change the direction, which is ideal. Could do with some electronics that would automatically sense the amount of current going through, and if the current rises, go into reverse, something like that, for a shredder. So presume that's a bearing there at the top. Be careful here, very, very careful. I don't know what's at the back end. Just looks like a bit of shaft sticking out there. There's a bit of white paint there that they seem to put on. I don't know what that is for. Let's just see that screws, that bolt's falling out. See the white bit of paint there? That might be just a pass test sort of thing, that they dab it with a piece of paint to say, yeah, it's passed their factory test. I don't know. Yep, let's look at that. I don't know if there's anything else. These are 50mm apart, these holes, and they're about 4mm, I think it's 4mm diameter, the hole there. So far as I know, don't quote me on that. I'll put some details in the description if I get them. So it seems quite powerful when I held it, but you can't really tell there because you haven't got the distance. The further the distance, the more torque it's going to take out of it, so to speak. It's a bit like leverage. Yep, so that's going that way. Whichever way you treat as being reverse, and whichever way you treat as being forward. Just see that, I mean, I can just about, I don't know if I can get that number off that. It's very, very faint. There is a number on this sort of capacitor. The presumably is capacitor. So presume that's the 0.33 UF. Is that microfarad UF? Right, do this.